Hello, my name is Audrey Hermes, owner and head pastry chef of Frost Me Cafe and Bakery in Little Italy. I started Frost Me about 8 years ago, very small, as a catering and delivery company, and grew it into a full-service cafe and bakery that you see today. So welcome. So we started super small in a commercial kitchen, and I rented her space after hours, so I would wait tables all night long, and then I'd go to her kitchen between like midnight and 3 in the morning and bake as much as I can, and then during the day I would deliver them, and then at 4 o'clock I'd go back to my night serving job, and I did that for a long 3.5 years. In between that, I did a lot of pop-ups and a lot of temporary storefronts just to see how retail worked for me and for my business and for a product, and was fortunately offered a position, or I guess a retail space you could say, in Seaport Village. That came after we were on Cupcake Wars, Food Network Cupcake Wars, and we won season 9. So that was really a validation for our company and for me as a pastry chef. I knew through all of that I wanted to still have a full service cafe and bakery, a place that you can come and have breakfast, amazing coffee and espresso, and then in the afternoon come back and get more espresso and have dessert, and then leave for dinner and come back and get more espresso, maybe a glass of wine, and more dessert. So that is where I started looking into financing for our cafe and bakery in Little Italy, one of my favorite spots in all of San Diego. And through all of that, a lot of no's and not a lot of yeses, brought me to the CDC, and I met Stacey Sanchez, who gave me a chance, and now we're here. Especially for me, Frost Me had been in business for quite some time, and we did have two storefronts at the time for about 3 years. But in the bank world and in the business world, that's still baby. That's still very new. So I think for Stacey, really getting to know me and getting to know my drive and my passion, and know that this was not just something I wanted to do for fun. It was really something that I would put my everything into, I think is really what solidified it. And we talked a lot, and I told her, the story of Frost Me, where it came from, how it started, and I think at that point is where, she just believed that I could make it happen. When I got the call saying we were approved for the loan, it was honestly like it took a few days for it to sink in. I'm a true believer in manifesting, so all along I was like, we're just gonna get this, it has to happen, it's going to happen. But when you actually get, the okay, especially after all of the no's that I received, it was quite shocking, to be honest. So it took me a few days to realize that it went through, and then I had like 5 seconds of celebrating, and then it was back to work.